Federico, what's wrong?
I don't know, you tell me.
You look different.
The question, what is wrong, is a fair question, I think, in the right context, In the context of reality, is there anything wrong? In the context of unreality, is there anything wrong? They are very different responses and also questionings. In the unreality, it is implicit that something is wrong. We don't even ask if something is wrong. It is implicit of, oh, I am wrong, something, I don't know, I am wrong. We ask of the outside, is something wrong? Only when we see somebody's face or something, Are you okay? Since you asked, I had to wonder, is there something wrong? That actually, any question can lead us to the origin of everything. Maybe I could have deceived myself and attempted to deceive you, saying, oh yeah, there's something is not good with my life, but let me focus on that other thing that is very good, or whatever, the the expansiveness, the openness. I'll focus on that instead. Then I'm just escaping from reality. Yes. We look for the place where there is no escape. If something is wrong, I will know it right away, and I'll have to deal with it. I mean, I don't know what it means wrong, actually, but I'm unhappy, I'm sad, I'm ill. The question only makes sense when we have something real to confront it with, like, oh, she says, well, is something wrong? I don't know. Let's find out. Since we put it that way, wrong is relative to some right. Oh, it was right before, and now it's wrong. It's not right anymore. Maybe you can tell us what you mean by that.
I don't know. I just went off my gut. I saw your face and I thought something is wrong. Just a gut feeling.
Mm-hmm. Maybe when you asked, maybe something was wrong. And then when I began to try to answer your question, I found that there is nothing wrong.
I hate that.
You do?
I do, yeah.
But we can have a perfect lie detector by, if you notice something in my face, and then I looked into it, then you can find out by reading the face, because we really want to trust ourselves, not what somebody else says. You trust your gut and you say, something is wrong. What, is there something wrong? And then my face is saying, I looked into it, I didn't know. There isn't the experience that something is wrong.
Listo, que te deslizas y estás con los rollos.
See, when I was translating what we shared, then she said, well, when I find myself making that question, for her, she said, it's usually from a point of judgment. And if I judge, it's like some automatic switch has been, like a fuse. There's some kind of a overpowering surge, and then the fuse box goes off. And so she says, yeah, it's like a fuse goes off. And then I'm down this slide, and I don't even know, I go into the slide of confusion, and I end up there in a morass of confusion. And in that place of judgment, I have no idea who is myself or who is not myself or what is going on. Because everything is the outside, and I have lost myself. I'm no longer there. So that is the experience that she was sharing. It was focused on staying with herself. It is very beautiful. Any question can be very beautiful. Anything can be used Because this is real. Apparently, this is reality. This is what is taking place. You see what I mean? Like there aren't any other realities right now, for us at least. This is our reality. We are here, and this is what it is bringing for all of us, you know? So who is to say that it could be better or worse, that it's right or wrong? That's what it is. So then that must mean that by entering into one tiny molecule of it, we can expand it and see the whole universe in it. We can see it. We can begin anywhere. Oh, maybe something was wrong. Huh. And we can find out, you know? To have any attitude where somebody will know the answer beforehand is absurd. We don't know the answer. Maybe she's right. Maybe I am. Maybe something is wrong or I am wrong. I don't know.
I've had that experience where, like, my kids will say, "What's wrong?" or somebody will say, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, "Nothing's wrong. Everything's great." Right? And then just the fact that they ask that question, I get very grumpy and like what are you talking about? Nothing's wrong. And then I discover, wow, maybe there is really something wrong, and that it's very interesting.
The confusion machine. I mean, someone might actually detect on your face, whatever, and they could be really right. They could be very helpful. Maybe she would say that and say like, "Oh, you're right, I'm depressed," or something. Or I was angry, I don't know. I could discover that. Maybe I didn't know it. But then reality was showing me, hey, something is wrong. You know? So that is one possibility. The other one, with many human beings, maybe even most, is that the default answer for their existence is that something is wrong. I'm very familiar with this. I lived with that for decades. I was wrong. Something is wrong. I always thought it was outside of me. You know, the wrong is not here. It's over there, somewhere. It's an undefined somewhere, you know. It can change depending on the circumstance. Oh, you can locate the wrongness depending on the circumstance, and you can place the entire blame of the universe into that one thing. Oh, you didn't wear the right perfume. Damn it. You know? But without prejudice, we can observe it if it is true in our lives. When someone is asking, it can be, usually it's actually our family members that will point this out. Oh, what's going wrong? What do you have that face? Something is wrong, you know. And then maybe there's nothing wrong, but their internal state is that of wrongness, and that internal state seeks to propagate itself everywhere. That's how humans, that's what we call the reference framework. Or if we go deeper, that's how the vagus nerve works. Oh, I have a certain tone and experience in my face and my nervous system. It must be good, so I will expand it to I will communicate it and propagate it everywhere, because it must be very good because I have it, so I will put it out there. But it also works in other ways. We might uncover what is really going on.
But what I'm really asking is, am I safe by asking someone else what's wrong to verify, to have it expand? But just like Dolores said, it causes the spiral, the slide.
The slide, yeah. the power slide.
Exactly. The water one, right? Right to the...
But you know, it is that at least for myself, I experience a beautiful opening to, well, maybe it is right, or maybe something is wrong, you know. Maybe I can investigate it. I'm not believing it outright. I'm leaving it up as a possibility. You see what I mean? So there's the attitude of openness to anything. Wow, maybe I will find out that I'm really in trouble. I don't know. We discover it. But that's different from the way that most of us experience in our lives, where the automatic jumps immediately. If somebody says they have a certain kind of way of being, and they instantly communicate a threat to you. Oh, something is wrong. What's wrong? And then we fall for it, and then we actually begin to consider that something might be wrong. And then I really fall into their way of being, which is that something really is wrong, which is a threat, To really make it so simple, everyone is living in a threat response cycle. I don't know how else to put it. It's so simple. A threat response cycle is there's going to be a lot of activation. There's going to be danger in it. We need to make ourselves safe. So just like you were saying, oh yeah, when I am in that, I make myself safer by putting it out there and making others feel unsafe. Then, because they're unsafe, now we're together in the unsafety, so we are safer, you see? It is a very crazy way to consider it, if you really see it for what it is, actually. No one is hypnotizing anyone. There's no bad karma. There's no juju. That does not exist. My neurons are emitting signals that the face is picking up and the nervous system is picking up. And then we are copying the information. Maybe she's right, I'm wrong. Oh, I don't feel so good, We communicate it to each other. And that is how our culture works, pretty much everywhere. I've been many places, everywhere. Any kind of culture is the same. You go there and I'm going to communicate the bad stuff immediately about my internal state, how I feel. They will begin to feel it, and we'll be together, Pretty soon we'll be, cracking jokes about suffering and blaming others and how everybody's wrong and we should change the world. Why don't they fix it? Those politicians, they should go to hell, whatever. We can go anywhere with that. I understand this is a very narrow perspective, but maybe there is such a thing as the truth. And in that realm of truth, we can observe by experimenting with living every possibility open, which means that I don't know anything beforehand. I'm completely ignorant. Oh, well, let's find out. And then we could uncover what the truth might be. The real safety, in my experience, is not really in making others feel unsafe. It is in being so open that to whatever they do or say or feel, that there's no resistance. So that makes them feel safe, potentially. Not everyone, but someone perhaps. Oh, because you considered whatever this or that, I don't feel like you're opposing me. Maybe I can consider another possibility. The beauty to experience this here with you is how touching that, considering any possibility, one can feel really close to the heart of what's going on. We could possibly allow ourselves to open to that.